All right, let's start with your name. Where'd your name come from?
Shit, I was rapping one day. Me and my brother, we was in the house one day, whatever, and so he said let's rap. So, but I ain't had no name, so he was like, "But little bro, your name T Smooth." So shit, I just stuck and ran with it ever since. Everybody, like it or whatever. So hey, why not?
Now, where are you from?
I was born in Athens, Georgia, but we moved to a little small town, Conyers, Georgia. Little couple S down from South Carolina. So shit, I'm from Conyers.
Is that considered Atlanta or no?
Nah, like a little outskirt. It ain't, I ain't gonna say it's in the city, so it's a little outskirt.
What's your opinion on the state of rap music in Georgia?
It's a lot of little, styles. They rapping about the same thing, but they put it in their own way. They put it in their own way. It's different. One day you might hear some pain. One day you might hear some, Laffy Taffy type music. You never know. So really, it's creative.
Now let's talk about your upbringing a little bit. Yeah. What was it like growing up in? Okay, now you started in Athens. You were born in Athens, and then what age would you say you moved to Atlanta? Conyers.
I say about 7 years old. About 7 years old.
Okay. Now, why the move?
Oh, because my mama, she had she got a job up here, and so we had to move up here to Conyers, and we've been here ever since.
Now, what was it like growing up in Athens, Georgia, or Conyers for you?
Well, I never stayed. I stayed with my mom for about a year and a half, and after that, I was staying with my homeboy too. And I was, everything we got, we had to get on our own. It wasn't no handouts and nothing like that. So we had to, do what we had to do to get, live day to day. But I had a job. I had a job at Wendys, and so I had the job. It wasn't paying too good, but I made the best I could out of it, And so we were just, like every other person, just living day by day,
So did you get kicked out of your mom's crib, or did you run away from your mom's crib?
Nah, she ended up going to moving back to Athens, but I didn't want to go, so I just ended up moving with Tool.
And what age were you when you moved with Tool?
I say about 15, 16.
So 15, 16, not living with any parents.
Yeah.
Just
me.
Wow.
Just me.
And what was that like?
It was weird, but it made me who I am today. It made me go get it instead of just asking. I had to go get it. And so really, it made me the person I am. It made me a better person. It made me more humble. Don't take nothing for granted. And it just made me who I am today.
So that was a decision you made?
Yeah, that was a decision I made.
Now, most kids, when they leave their parents' house, it's usually about 18 or
18, yeah.
later on in life.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at yourself, do you think that was the right decision for you to make? Moving out on your own at about 15, 16? Or would you, if you could go back in time, would you wish you stayed a little longer with your mother?
Nah, I keep it how it is. Cause if I would stay with her, she probably try to baby me or whatever. She was giving it to me. But when I moved out at 15, I had to go get it. So that's woke me up right there. I had to go get it. So right now, I ain't asked her for nothing ever since then. I ain't asked her for nothing. And so that basically, yeah, I like that.
Still have a good relationship with your mother?
Yeah, we cool. It was just a decision I made, and that made me who I am today.
Now, who is Tool? Is he somebody your age or older?
Yeah, they're my brother. He rap too. We in the same gang, ICMG. Same little group or whatever. ICMG. So he another upcoming artist. That's Tool. Yeah, they're my brother.
Your real brother?
Nah, I didn't know my little fake brother, but
play brother.
Yeah.
Now, okay, was it rough growing up in Athens or Atlanta for you, or not really?
To be honest, man, since my mama so far Conyers and,
I keep saying Atlanta. I mean to say Conyers.
Nah, it's good.
It's really right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there, about 10, 15 minutes from the city. But since she's so far, it was hard to like, hey, man, I need this. And I had to, I did when I tell you I got the job at Wendys. And, man, I remember one time, like, okay, I had my car insurance, that'd be $150, but my check only $160, and you get paid every 2 weeks. I had to make $10 scripts, you know what I'm saying, 2 weeks. You can't know nobody that can do that really, make $10 scripts 2 weeks and still, do what you do. But that's what I learned. So it made me, I like this decision I made. I stayed down, and I'm here with you now.
Now, how does that work? How do you stretch $10 for 2 weeks? What, 2 weeks?
Man, it was hard. I'm talking about, I couldn't even get, like, if I stop by the store, get a drink, that's about $2, man. I couldn't, you ain't got number $8 left. You can't do too much with $8, so I had to, I had to make it happen, make sacrifice.
Now, what type of student were you in school?
I'm surprised I graduated, man, to be honest with you. You got anybody there. I went dumb. It was just, I didn't have the patience and the attention span in school. I just ready to get out of there, get in there and get out of there. So really, the school, I made it happen. I just wanted to make my mama, my family happy or whatever, but I'm glad I made it out of there, man, I'm telling you.
Now, what about college? Did you have any aspirations to go to college or no?
I mean, a couple colleges emailed me or whatever telling me to come check out the school and stuff, but I would never had the drive to go, I ain't never wanted to, I ain't had the energy, the motivation to go. So, I mean, if I could go to college, I would have had the opportunity to go, I would go. Why not? But I ain't had it, my mind on, I ain't want to go.
Now, was Wendy's the only job you had growing up, or did you have other jobs?
Yeah, Wendy. I mean, one time, Wendy was my main job, but I remember I had one job walking around selling knives, and man, I had one check, and it went. I lasted about 3 days. I couldn't do that. So Wendy really.
Now, any crazy stories dealing with Wendy's?
Man. Oh, okay. I got one crazy story. We in the working or whatever, and this girl walking in and just, I guess she had some beef with one of the workers or whatever, and just threw a whole drink on her. And so they, do what they got to do. They take it outside or whatever. And so the whole Wendy's just walk out. Everybody, the manager, everybody just walk outside, watch them get it out or whatever. And next thing I know, the manager come back, the head man come back. He like, who was involved? Who was involved? I'm fighting everybody. And so I thought I was gonna lose my job, man. I still ain't have no money, so I was like, man, I'm finna lose my job. I ain't got no $10, make that straight. At least I was getting $10. So, but I ain't finna get nothing. No, I was, nervous or whatever. So, I had he ended up looking at the video or whatever. So he ain't see me, but I was really out there. But he ain't see me. But he got everybody else. He fired everybody else, and that was the crazy one I seen.
Now, did you quit Wendy's, or did you get fired, or how did that work?
I quit. Man, they slaving me, man. They tried to make me a manager. They tried to make me a manager when I wasn't going for it. I ain't want to live like that. They was just for high school. The day after we graduated, I quit Wendy's. I can't start out like this. Cause check, like I said, I was $10. I couldn't live off no $10, so I had had to do what I had to do.
But would a manager's check been more?
Nah, I ain't want. It was too much work for a little money. I wanted to, I wanted more than that. I ain't want to start off as no manager, working at Wendys, none of that. So I couldn't do it.
Now, what's the worst thing you put your parents through?
Worst time.
Or parent, mother,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you put her through?
Probably in school. Like I said, it wasn't looking too pretty. I ain't think I was gonna graduate. She ain't think I was gonna graduate. Nobody thought I was gonna graduate. So really, school, phone calls and stuff. Really, I ain't really put her through nothing because I wasn't really staying with her like that. So I ain't really put her through nothing. It was just, I was trying to just live day by day, make the best I can out of it.
Are you the only child?
Nah, I got a sister. I got a brother who locked up right now. He come home next week. And they about it. And I got another brother and a sister. So yeah, on my dad and my mom's side.
Okay, got you. How long was your brother locked up for?
Since last December.
So 7-8 months. Prison or just jail?
I ain't in prison now. He getting out though next week.
Does he rap also or no?
Yeah, he the one who influenced me to rap. He the one. I wasn't thinking nothing about rap. He told me, gave me the name. He put it all, to me. So yeah, free him. He coming home.
Now, what's your message to the youth?
Get you some money. Stay out of trouble. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself first. And just, stay down. It's all about staying down. You gotta take losses. In life, you gotta take losses. You got to. It's all right. It's only right if you take losses. So that's my message to you. Just stay down for what you want. That's all basically what it is. Stay down for what you want. Stay out the way.
Now let's talk music a little bit. How did you get into rap music? I remember you did say, you mentioned your brother, right?
Yeah. Really, but him, he put it on the table. He put it up for me. But really, what really made me kept going was like the feedback and my family and my niggas and whatever. They really kept me going. They kept me wanting to do it. Like, Smooth, you got it. You just keep going, and that's what I was doing.
What age would you say you got into rap music?
About 13, 14.
And who are some of your influences or inspired you? I mean, you said your brother was an influence, but anybody else that did the same for you?
My family, my niggas, the feedback I was getting. Who else? It's a couple rappers that got me through there. Guwap, Jeezy. I fuck with Dog Hard. It's a couple rappers that got me, when I was making them $10 script, I listened to them. I was straight. I swear I was rich. It made me, them rappers right there, that would,
Now, how many years would you say you've been perfecting your craft?
3 years. Just constantly, this is what I want to do, made up my mind and everything. About 3 years. I was just playing at first, but, 3 years really going hard, doing this, trying to get my name out there.
Now, do you remember your first rap or what you were rapping about back then?
Yeah, I remember my first rap. My first rap was, man, crazy. I never say that. I wouldn't even be nowhere near saying that right now. But it's all a growing process.
What was it about?
Okay. It was about not a girl at school. It was about some clothes. It was about some clothes. I rap about some clothes. Yeah, that's what it was, about some clothes.
Now, when it comes to the music industry, what bothers you the most about it at this point? What's your biggest pet peeve with it, if any?
The fakeness, man. Too fake. They'll be this one way on camera, but when you see them, they be a whole different person than what you see. What he on camera doing. The fakeness, man. It's a big finesse, really. You gotta take losses. Like, they go back to taking losses. Like, you do the music, you gonna take some losses. You gonna take losses, and you just gotta know who to do business with. You gotta know who to, trust, who to, handle business with. It's a lot of stuff it come with the music. It ain't all about just getting in the studio, make a song, bam, there you go. You just got it's the middle part.
Now, dealing with fake people in the music industry, how much would you say, percentage-wise, is people that are fake that you've seen or dealt with? Out of 100%, what would you say?
About 70 to 75. The other 30%, they real low-key, they really laid back. The ones that that ain't gonna be the one that, you can get some money with. They gonna be the one to take the money, And so they about 75%.
Do you see that ever changing in the future or no?
Nah, everybody want money, so they gonna try to find a quicker way to, get it up out you. So it really all about, it ain't all about who you know, it's about what you know. So it's crazy though. It's crazy.
Top 3 things you need in the studio.
I gotta have some water, something to drink.
What kind?
Really, I like Gatorade. Really, Gatorade, water, and that's about it. Really.
What kind of Gatorade? What kind of water?
The blue kind, the blue Gatorade, and water, just of course regular water.
Now, craziest studio story, if you have one.
Crazy studio story. Okay then, we at the studio on Camerton, right? And so we in there just recording. We had our own section. We just in there just recording. We in there by ourselves, and just what happened on our studio, at the studio, you got to tap in before you come in or whatever, so we can see who you is. But I guess we didn't see it, so we just opened up the door. So we in the studio, man, like 5, 6 dudes coming up. They all got big boy pistols on. They all just strapped. I ain't had now. I'm like, man, these folks, they try something, it ain't gonna be over with. So they walk to the back or whatever, and they just keep mugging, keep looking. So I'm just looking like, man, come on, man. And so next thing I know, we walking out the door. They following up behind us, whatever. So we come in, we trying to get in the car. Here they come, you know, walking up behind us, still walking up behind us. They car way over there, but they walking behind us. So we asked what's up, whatever. And all they really wanted was, I think it was some shoes or something that happened. That they were asking, not asking for them, but they were asking about them, like they were trying to do something. So the engineer came outside or whatever, and he was like, "What's up, woo woo woo?" Come to find out, them was the dude that robbed him. So they all had their little, stuff going on, and so then we just took off before anything, happened.
Now, have you passed on any beats or received any beats that? Let me ask you this again. Okay, now I'm sure you've come across a lot of beats, right?
Yeah.
Have you passed on any beat that you've gotten in your hands and it became a bigger song for somebody else?
Yeah. My partner Cam, he threw me a beat. I forgot what the name was, but he threw me a beat, and I was like, I went in the mood right then, to do what I had to do to it. Then like 2-3 weeks ago, Street Money Boochie, him and Quick Trip, they hopped on the song, and bam, there it go right there.
Now, what's the realest song you ever wrote so far in your whole catalog of music?
I had to say Pop My Shit. That'll be the hardest one I wrote. Pop My Shit.
What's that about?
I'm really just popping my shit on it. Just telling, fuck a 9 to 5. My grandma want me out the street, but I want to get it out the street. How my mom want a new house or everything. Like, they just telling, going down the line, going down the timeline, telling everything. Just spin real fast.
Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
The biggest risk? The biggest risk. Okay. The biggest risk I took was I went to the studio. I spent a couple thousand at the studio. But I didn't know how on my upcoming with my new project, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I spent a good certain amount of money on it, but I wasn't for sure this was how I gonna turn out, how I gonna sound. So I spent a lot of money on promotion, a lot of money on the equipment, the studio, the producers and stuff. So, but it ended up turning out good. Got 8,000 views in a day. We at 12 now. So they doing pretty good.
What's the biggest misconception of you?
Biggest misconception.
What's one thing people say about you but isn't true?
Really nobody really said nothing really. I've been doing this for about 2-3 years, and I ain't got a that I seen. I ain't never got a negative comment yet. Like, hey bro, you need to pick something else, or all I get is good feedback. Like, you can go down the comments, all you see is, hey, I like this, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. So I ain't really got a big feedback yet. So
that's probably a good thing then.
Yeah.
Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
Craziest rumor. The craziest rumor that I had about myself. I had to say, some girl had told my partner that I got her pregnant. I was like, nah, that ain't me. That can't be me. That probably the crazy one. I knew for a fact that wasn't me.
So no kids?
Nah.
Do you care what people think about you?
Nah, not really. If I cared, then I probably wouldn't be here with you right now. So I don't really care. That when people talk, then that means you doing something good. If they talk about you, you doing something good. So, that's how I look at it.
What are your keys to success?
Stand down. Just really, you gotta grind for what you want, cause ain't too many people ain't gonna, give it to you. You gotta go. They gotta see you go out there and get it first before they, do what they gotta do. So really, it's all about standing down, believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what everybody's telling you or whatever. Just go for what you know, and you're gonna happen.